Am I live? I'm live. All right. If you're looking for one of the best investments in a home gym, I talked to a lot of my clients about some just basic budget home gym items, PE teachers, whether you're looking for some budget items to set up for your PE class, or especially for my homeschooling families out there. If you're looking for some ideas for your workouts, this video is for you. All right. So I just created another video. My son Alex and I went out in our backyard and just showed the same piece of equipment, the gymnastics rings. And we showed some sample exercises. So that video is also up on the Catholic Fit YouTube channel. But I just want to talk about this a little bit. I just want to start going live here and there. So just to start going through some of these things, hopefully every Monday afternoon. So check it out. Number one, I have it on the screen up. So when we talk about gymnastics rings, this is what I'm talking about. So these rings, now these are gymnasts using them on the left, but just the rings on the right. You can get these for $30, $40 on Amazon. I don't know if they're selling them in like in department stores yet or anything like that, but you can find these around. And there's various versions of them. So TRX was a popular brand, a yellow and black brand you might see in a fitness center or gym if you go to like a health club. These are SBT cables I have here. These are great, but they also cost over $100. You can get gymnastics rings, quality gymnastics rings for like 30 or $40. So why do I like them? Let's get into that a little bit. All right. So there's a lot of things you can do at home. When we talk about a lot of your fitness programming and your exercises, what exercises should you be doing during the day, both for posture, mobility, flexibility, and then also for strength, more fitness related things like strength and endurance. These come into play on both. So I'm going to use these as an example for what you want to do. But one of the patterns or things that we talk about, if you know my Catholic Fit curriculum, if you've done online coaching with me, is we talk about your ability to exert force or push or pull something, right? So you push a heavy door open, you pull a heavy door open, you pull a lawnmower to start, right? And also, so that's more of a horizontal push pull, and then there's a vertical push pull. So again, whether you're a homeschooling parent working with your kids and establishing your own family fitness culture, or you're a PE teacher teaching these things, or you're just looking for better fitness ideas, we want to establish these things, right? So the ability to like horizontally push and pull, diagonally push and pull, and then push and pull overhead. Reaching overhead, just grab something off the top shelf, or to spike a volleyball. All right. So the reason I like these is, number one, they're pretty cheap, they're pretty affordable compared to a lot of exercise equipment. You can hang them. I have mine hanging by my pull-up bar. All right. So I've done a lot of videos on hanging. If you have a pull-up bar in your house, just hang by the bar. I have them on my swing set at home, as you can see in this other video. I also have them hanging in the rafters of my basement where we can do the exercise I'm about to go through. All right. So let's break down a few exercises, why we like them. We'll talk a little bit about shoulder mobility as well. So number one, for shoulder mobility, we're sitting a lot. We're in this posture here. If I walk up to my keyboard right here, my shoulders are flexed forward. My chest is kind of closed off. My elbows are flexed. My wrists are flexed, my fingers are flexed. I'm in this position here. We want to open up all that, right? So that's why we encourage a pull-up bar hang. So I just want to hang here to open up the shoulders. If I have shoulder impingement problems, I can stretch out my back, my spine, my shoulders. A modified hang is with the gymnastics rings. So I'm just going to sit back and hang there. It's a great modified version for just relaxing into that, sitting back, and breathing. All right. So I can just hang there, whether it's for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It's one of the first things I do when I get out of bed. When I get up from my desk is over in this area. If I'm sitting there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours working, one of the first things I do is come over here and either grab the pull-up bar and hang, or I grab these straps and just hang back. So if you're working from home, I have a lot of clients that are working from home that I'm doing online coaching with, or I see here in the studio, or my homeschooling families, that's something to do. So I can hang here first. That's your mobility. And then let's add some strength and fitness. If you cannot do a pull-up, which you don't necessarily have to do a pull-up, I'm more concerned with people being able to just hang for 30 seconds to a couple minutes. I can do an inverted row. And I love this inverted row because I can build pulling strength, back strength, arm strength, grip strength, while maintaining postural, spinal, let's say, integrity, strength, right? In order for me to stand up tall, I need a lot of muscles running down the back of my body on and working, right? And so if I just lean back like this and hold this a little bit, if I just hold this position, my arm muscles are working, my grip strength muscles, my upper back, my mid back, my hip muscles, glute muscles, hamstring, right? The whole back of my body. And then I can do a pull just like this. And I have an 89-year-old currently who does them, and she's doing them right here, right? But if I'm going to do them, I have some athletes in here, I can go down here and I can make them tougher, all right? So it's a great pulling strength exercise. And as you know, from the Catholic Fit curriculum, my 8-week program, it's tough to get good pulling strength moves as far as equipment goes, right? We can do push-ups on the floor for pushing strength, but it's nice to have this. All right, so after doing some strength, then let's do a few more stretches. So I can turn around here and just do a general chest opener, let's call that, because again, I'm sitting here at my desk all day, round and forward. This is going to extend my elbows, extend my shoulders, just open up my chest there, and I can just go out straight out to the side, up here, and up high, right? So just for general shoulder mobility and health, if you're going to go play volleyball, basketball, throw a baseball around with the kids or in a league, you want to maintain this shoulder mobility. So it's a great way to just kind of have something that I can kind of play around with here. I can step forward. I can increase the intensity, right? Always mindful of my breathing. I can get a little more intense, but I can just hang, stretch there, one shoulder to the other. I can walk further underneath. I don't necessarily recommend this until you've built up to this, but that's all just good shoulder mobility work that I can get, right? So we're going to get up away from your desk. If you're working in a home office, especially in your basement, you can hang this in the rafters or outside on a swing set. It's just a great thing to have for these exercises. So quick review of those. Overhead mobility stretch. Then go into a good pull. It's going to pull me into good posture, strengthening my arms and my grip. And then I can turn around. My clients, usually, a lot of my clients call this the Jesus stretch, right? So kind of like your cross, right? Good chest opener. I can go here, 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 right? And feel that out. And then I can also do a deep squat stretch. I'll leave the camera a little bit, but I guess if I squat here, I can just sit into a deep squat, but it's sort of like an assisted stretch, all right? I encourage everyone to do some sort of deep squat stretch where I'm like here and then using the straps for assistant there, all right? But also fun for the kids because the kids can, do their flips and their circles and things like that. I have an old swing set, it's over 20 years old, that has just the chain or the link, the metal link chains that's hanging by, and a small plastic rings. It still works fine, but every time Alex is doing some sort of crazy flip or swing off it, I worry it's going to snap. So for the kids' safety, the gymnastics rings are so much stronger, right? So I'm giving one to my brother for his birthday. I programmed these, I've handed them out to clients, and I have them at home. So great recommendation. Now, before you get into some of the swings, that's it kind of on the equipment. Other exercise videos and other Catholic calisthenics videos and homeschooling videos, we talk about other ways to utilize at-home furniture. But comment below or ask me about anything else as far as doing a couple other exercises or other exercise equipment I might recommend. But why do we do some of the shoulder mobility? Before I do a pull-up or before I do some, a big heavy pull, we want the ability to just reach overhead. I want the access, right? I want to be able to go into a position overhead, for an example, and I want to be able to breathe in this position. We go through this through the Catholic Fit curriculum where we just go to that and there. Just kind of compare my left arm, my right arm. Can I reach overhead? Can I breathe in this position? If I cannot breathe in this position, I do not own the position, is what we can say, right? If you go into kind of an extreme stretch and you hold yourself and you're holding your breath and you're having a hard time with it, typically that means you don't own that position. You don't have access to that. Your body is struggling to stay in that position. So can I reach high overhead without compensating with my neck forward or to the side and comfortably without too much of an ache, not too much of a stretch here or an impingement in my shoulder? And that's what we're looking for. Before I do push-ups, then I want to do some shoulder mobility here. Can I come back, both shoulder blades, squeeze back, shoulders come back there. And then we can go through this. Again, this is a movement break for your home office or your homeschooling kids that are working at their desk, or maybe you're just a grade school teacher, high school teacher. You want to wake your students up halfway through class. I'll do this a lot when I'm teaching lab in university. I'll get my students up. I'll go through some of these. Just to stand tall, reach forward, reach all the way high, and then turn the palm out. So I'm going there and then coming all the way around and getting full shoulder circles and mobility like that. All right. And I'm good. Better hear that. So I can go up, turn all the way around, and can I get a complete circle without my neck compensating, either way. All right. And then after getting a few circles there, I can also go out to the side. And I love this one where we're going to roll. So check this out. If you're with me here, you can just do your hand. See my forearm is moving, but my bicep, my upper arm is not moving. That's just your forearm mobility, which is fine. That's your elbow. Then you can do your shoulder joint. See how my shoulder is now rotating? So my upper arm, my humerus is moving. And then I can move, see how my entire shoulder blade comes up? I'm shrugging. All right. So this is wrist, elbow, shoulder, and shoulder blade or shoulder girdle. So just separating all those. We don't need to be teaching our grade schoolers every single bone in the body. It's more of an understanding of these joints and how they integrate and move together. So again, wrist and elbow, shoulder joint, shoulder girdle, and then I can add the neck to this. All right, looking left and right. I can also flex my spine and then extend my spine. Flex my spine and extend my spine. And do all these things together, and that's a great way to mobilize your shoulder, loosen it up. And the last one for your shoulders and shoulder blades is what I call piston. I can reach out, and I'm going to keep my elbows straight, but I'm going to do a big shoulder blade circle, big shoulder girdle circle with my shoulders, and just feel that out. Can I keep my chin tucked comfortably, stand up tall, and move my shoulder blade? And you'll find that you have a hard time keeping your elbows straight. So everything stays straight around there, okay? So again, to stand up, if you want to review bones and shoulder joints, if you just want to say elbow joint, wrist joint, shoulder blade, or shoulder girdle, these are kind of the movements that we want to work on. Internal rotation and external rotation of the shoulder, so I'm developing a health and exercise science course that I think we can do in grade school and high school with our students that would cover some of these things. So instead of getting into muscles and bones, which a lot of PE teachers I know do, or a lot of health teachers do, it's more about the movements and the patterns that we're learning, both for our own fitness, for adults, but also what we're teaching our kids. All right. So that was a little bit here and there, but that's why I like live videos. So again, I recommend these. Check them out. This is also a nice compliment to the hanging video that I did. I talked a lot about why we hang, why you should develop the ability to hang. All right, your grip strength, your shoulder mobility, helping with impingement problems. But if you're looking for a modified hang, this is the one to do. All right. So I'll start posting some exercises here and there, but these are both all great, all ages. All right. So check this out. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Thanks for checking this out. Thanks for hanging out with me. God bless you. Keep moving, and I'll see you next time.